What's going on, guys? My name is Rowan and this is Bigfoot Tactical. Today we're going to be testing for the first time these combat boots. These are the Nike SFB combat jungle boots. They are designed for extremely hot weather and are meant to sort of mimic the original Vietnam combat boots. So why should you listen to me? Well, A, you shouldn't. I've never been in actual combat. Obviously, I'm 16, never been in the military. I've never been in law enforcement. I've never actually needed tactical boots for combat. However, I do play a lot of airsoft, so I think that gives me at least some skin in the game. So, let's get into it. So because these boots were designed for such hot weather and wet conditions, they are going to be very, very lightweight and quick drying. These boots accomplish this via these two small drain holes on the side of the boot. They're small metal mesh that allows water inside of the boot to drain out and also some air to flow in to help dry your socks off quicker. The upper part of the boot is an extremely light material. It's almost as thin as paper. However, it does feel quite strong. The tongue comes all the way up to the top of the boot, which helps keep sand, dirt, bugs, mud, whatever it is, out of your socks and out of your shoe and out of your boot. This thin, lightweight material is almost like some sort of 500 denier cordura, so it is very strong for its weight. The rest of the boot is this nice suede leather, which is very durable and will last a long time. These boots do include a composite toe that will keep your toes protected from lighter impacts. These boots do have a very long paracord sort of lace. You can really cinch it down and you have a ton of extra length just in case you need it. This is actually one of the downsides I've seen with the boots. These laces are almost too long. They are annoying to try and keep together and stay out of your way when you're running around. Another small issue that I encountered while doing some initial testing was that the laces came undone. I ran about 2 miles in kit and they just came undone. So obviously, I retied them. They do have a pretty handy speed lacing system like you see on most combat boots. But oh well, that's an issue that many boots have. I bought these specific boots off of a military surplus store for like 60 bucks brand new. When I picked them up, I was a little bit concerned being from Nike. Nike makes running shoes, sports shoes, athletic shoes. I've never heard of them making combat boots. As you can see, they even have the little Nike symbol on the heel. So I was very curious to see how well they would hold up and how they would perform. Now, I have not had a lot of time in these boots. I don't know all the ins and outs of them. I've only run probably 4 miles and worn them for a total of 3 hours. So, we're going to be doing some initial testing today. First, we are going to go for another run. Second, we are going to be doing some PT, push-ups, sit-ups, planks, whatnot, to see how well these boots can work in a more physical environment. Third, we're going to be seeing how well the boots perform on different types of surfaces such as mud, sand, gravel, concrete, slippery logs, and seeing if the lugs actually can keep you stable. I'm going to do some sprints to see if they can grip the dirt well enough, and seeing if the lugs, which are directional, can actually hold up to different types of terrain. And lastly, for the grand finale, we're going to be walking into the creek, fully submerging the boots and seeing how fast they dry, if the drain vents work, if they're comfortable while wet. A lot of boots, once you get them soaked, they will start to rub your feet in ways that hurt, give you blisters, be uncomfortable. Now for these tests, I am wearing some nice tactical socks these are from Carhartt. They're very nice. They quick dry. They're that merino wool. So I'm giving the boots the best possible chance. So as I was running, I really didn't notice any real hot spots except for the heel cup, which obviously will come with time as I break it in more. The sole of the boot is pretty heavy with all the extra rubber, making it a little bit harder to run with, but it's definitely doable, and the very lightweight sidewalls of the boot make it very, very manageable. There is a distinct lack of heel support, but that really wasn't an issue for me. Now on to the next test. All right, let's do some push-ups. Golly gee, do I like push-ups. They're fun. All right, so what I noticed after a little bit of PT is the traction is incredible. The sprints that I was doing, I only slipped once, and this is wet, greasy, slippery, slimy mud. A lot of combat boots really skip out on the lugs because obviously it adds weight, but in times like this, it really does make a difference. One negative that I did notice was that the toe box was a little bit too big. It came back a little too far. So when I was doing activities like that involved bending my toes, like kneeling down, push-ups, I noticed that it would press against the joint of my toes and cause a little bit of discomfort. All right, for the final test, we got a creak. The riverbed was covered with this just gross mud, sand combination. Tons of sediment made it really hard to walk around, but the boots did very well in helping me keep my balance. If you look here, the drain holes are obviously doing their job. They're ejecting the water and keeping my feet nice and dry. So that's all I have. have for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed the review of these boots. My name is Rowan. It's been Big Protect You. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.